Hello, everybody, and welcome to Amulets and Armor. I am Mzbundifund, and with me is Bacter.
Hello.
And we're here to show you a very strange game that you are almost guaranteed never to have heard of. If Wikipedia is to be believed, this game sold under 100 copies, and there are a lot of reasons for that, maybe, but the main one is it was totally unadvertised. It is a first-person action RPG made in the Doom engine, and what really sealed its fate, I think, was that it came out in 1997, which is the year after Quake did. So it was just stuck in development for way too long, but I think if it had come out 2 years earlier, it would have been maybe not a classic, but far, far more interesting.
Maybe more than 100 people would have bought it.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I can't count more than 100, but
It's true.
I think something like that. So, we're going to not let you choose our classes because you will choose poorly.
Because
this game has a lot of very strange things that are totally undocumented. There are, of course, no walkthroughs or any information about this on the internet that I can find. So, it's quite possible we'll be missing things. And if you have a question, let us know, and I'll see if I can find the answer. I have played this game 3 or 4 times. Bacter has never played it.
No, I'm utterly I'm going into this blind, more or less. So
Right. We have played the first level as a test run, but after that,
I know some awful tricks that D&D people do from time to time. So if I grab a chalice and get sucked into the Everworm, then I guess I should have seen that coming.
Right. This game is basically going to be a guided tour of me laughing at Bacter as he fails to understand these 1990s era puzzles.
As I just blunder face first into every spike and awful druid that we encounter.
Right. Speaking of awful things, I will be playing as a warlock, and Bacter will be playing as a paladin, because with those combinations we should be able to show off most of the game. There will be a little that we'll have to show off in bonus videos, but these two classes get access to most of the stuff. As you can see down here, the Warlocks gets access to medium armor, all weapons except the crossbow, and mage spells, which are the most powerful and diverse class of magic.
And as you can see in mine, with the Paladin here, we can equip any armor type, anything except a bow, and I get Priest Magic.
Priest magic is more defensive. It's still more versatile than the third class of magic, and it's quite powerful. And the paladin has a very high magic stat, so he gets good use out of that, in addition to access to the best weapons and armor in the game.
And that 30 strength and constitution certainly doesn't hurt things either.
No,
to
he's very powerful. As you can see by some of these other classes, for instance, the rogue gets access to the third magic school, the arcane magic school. Arcane is, we'll show it off in a bonus video, but it's weak. It's the magic school for mewling idiots who never went to wizard kindergarten.
Yeah.
So
it's the Hufflepuff of amulets and armor magic.
Exactly.
Schools.
That is a good way to put it. All right, so character created.
All right, and me too.
Here we are in the town hall, and I'll run a quick run through the UI, and then we can jump right into the game. I won't explain everything, it'd be long and boring, but essentially I've got here in the bottom health, mana totals, how much food I have, and how much water I have. You do need to eat and drink in this game, but it's almost an afterthought, and by the end of the very first level, we'll never have to worry about it ever again. You can also see all those here in numerical readout form. This game has a Tetris-style inventory, as you can see. We start with just random stuff. I'm sure these characters just pulled things right out of the dustbin before they launched.
This is random too, isn't it? Because we played level 1 before, and I don't think I had quite this this assortment of things last time.
No, you get just random food. Your weapons and armor are always the same. I start with an iron short sword and iron leather I don't know what that means, but iron leather armor.
It's been magically bonded, I suppose, to...
Yeah, I'm sure it's going to give me wizard cancer in the future, but adventurers don't live long enough to worry about that.
I am very happy to say that I'm starting with 2 big old turkey legs.
Yes, you are. I've got just a pineapple, 1 turkey leg, a bunch of grapes, 1 cherry, or 3 cherries, I guess. The really things of note here are the healing potions, the restore a little bit of mana scroll, and the identify scroll. The identify scroll is very rare. We won't get access to buy them for a long time. The shop sells absolute garbage at this point. And the shop will not increase in value or in inventory until we start to solve quests.
Okay. I've just headed over there to see what, in fact, they do have.
You'll see that they mostly have either things that are grossly out of your buying range. For instance, the wands, which cost 7 platinum at a minimum.
Oh my goodness, this wand of Earthbind for 10 platinum or something.
Right. We start with 4 gold each, and that is not much.
Yeah, that's not 10 platinum.
No, 10 gold is a platinum, 10 silver is a gold, etc. And the first thing I'm going to do is go to the bank and dump all my gold in it, because when you die, you lose money, and that's it. So
I'm going to do that after buying a banana for 3 copper coins.
Whoa, big spender.
Just banana time. All right. Yeah, I
right.
will go do that as well. This is insurance in case you die, right? This is
right. If you die, stuff in the bank does not go away.
Splendid.
I think you actually drop a little bit of money, but it's, I think, no more than 1 coin of each type.
Okay.
So you can save, at most, 1 platinum, 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 copper.
I guess you just fling one of them away before you die.
Yeah, you're picked over by very meticulous and obsessive-compulsive crows or something.
Okay. One other question that I have that actually I don't know the answer to this. Why do I have 4... Oh, these are the runes that I have down here on my spell. These are in my inventory. I see.
I'll explain the magic system once we actually get going. But suffice to say, we've got these runes here, and they, in various combinations, will allow us to cast spells with many, many caveats.
Right.
But we'll get to that. So I'm going to head over to the guild.
Let's do it.
And we're going to start the very first mission, the Druid Keep.
Oh boy.
Take on the Elven territory as you make your way into the Druid Keep where Jurgatha awaits. If we play this on single player, there's a lot more to it, and I will post the actual plot.
Oh, we don't
it's just
get
a text dump.
The tavern encounter or whatever?
No, we just get thrown straight into the forest. All right, I'm ready to go.
I am loaded and in.
All right. There's Bacter in all his glory. So, yeah, looks like 1997, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So we start just in the middle of the forest. I don't know where we came from or how we got here.
We just dropped in, I assume.
Yeah, paratrooped in. So, left or right? You are the first timer, I guess.
Yeah.
So why don't you choose which way to go, and I'll follow you and make fun of it.
All right, let's go this way.
Okay.
So I'm seeing some houses here. This looks like a storeroom of sorts. Oh, that is some prime quality swamp weed right there, folks.
You can right click on things to get a description of them, including
as I am doing
various items you see, characters, and you actually get a short sentence when you click on an enemy, and we'll be doing that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was always too busy murdering them, I guess. But
Bacter has already overlooked this iron longsword.
No!
Back here, so
I didn't
I'll be
overlook
taking that.
it was either that or the swamp weed. And frankly,
I understand. Bacter starts with a longsword, so I'll be taking this and selling my miserable short sword. There's another interesting feature of the game, is it features unidentified items. You'll see if I right-click my short sword, it gives me the readout and the text is in white. The same on the longsword does not give me a white text, nor does it tell me how much damage it does, because I have never seen an iron longsword before.
I don't know. It's sword-like is all we can say at this point.
That's right. I can tell you from experience. Oh, here we have the first enemy. Bacter is beating him to death. He's quite helpless. Oh, I'm trying to get a look at him, but he's fidgety. That's okay. I can look at him once he's dead.
All right,
there he is.
Yeah.
The Elf Guardian. He is basically Errol Flynn without a melee attack. He's quite helpless. He drops arrows or a coin when he dies, and Bacter has already hoovered those up. Since neither of our character classes get access to bows, arrows are only good for selling, but they actually sell pretty well, so it's worth grabbing them anyway.
You can see little bits of my blood around there everywhere. And,
yes.
Some of the elves as well.
I recommend you right-click on the blood. It's pretty informative, actually.
I have no idea what that is, I guess.
Yeah, it's some unidentified internal organ. Since you are a medieval man, you really don't know what this is.
Anything inside the body is blasphemy to know about.
That's
now,
right.
You may notice my health has taken a bit of a hit there. I'm down to 15, and F and W, food and water, are both down to 99%. I will say that we're a little bit more than like 1% done with the level already, so this isn't going to be a huge concern like Ms. Bundafun said, but the health is a little bit worrying.
Yes, health is how you're going to die. You are not going to starve to death. I don't actually know what happens when you starve to death. I'm going to have to try that out for the bonus video, I guess.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Errol Flynn here mostly just tries to run away. He cannot... If he can attack in melee, I've never seen it. It certainly doesn't do much damage.
You can see that the friendly fire is on there, as I was able to...
Yes. I've never played this game multiplayer before. As you'd imagine, it's kind of difficult to find people online. It took us a fair bit of effort to get this running, but props to the team at DOSBox for making such an easy way to set it up. I was actually quite surprised.
So 2 new things here for me. First off is I've never been too far away to grab something, but I guess the distance of this shelf up here are a little bit more than that, which I guess is good. You can't just like grab things from across a wide chasm. I guess that makes sense.
Yes, your arms are freakishly given, but they're not that long.
And the other thing is, so potion use can be kind of tricky. Because, as you see here, if I want to use one of these here health potions, which I absolutely want to do, I have to drop my sword, put the potion in my use slot, and then use it. Now, there is an easier way, as I think. Do you know about that, Bundafund? You've told me, but I forget what it is.
If you just take a potion in your hand or your cursor like that, you can carry it around, and just hover it over your use slot. It's almost like a hotkey. Then the instant you want to use it, you can just click it in there, use it, and put your weapon back in. That's sort of what the control scheme in this game is like, I'm afraid.
That's good.
It's great.
So I'm still a little bit down on health, and I'm going to take a chance, quote unquote. Not really, because I played this game before with one of these speckled blue potions, and so I see that heals me up all the way. And now I know what the speckled blue potions are. So if you want to take the risk of drinking something unknown, you can identify it that way.
Right. The risk, of course, is either wasting a very good potion you don't need, or drinking a bad potion.
Yeah.
And there are indeed bad potions. All right. Now, when I hit Errol there, I felt more experienced, and that means I've leveled up. You actually level up when you deal damage, not when you deal kills. So if we're both beating on an enemy, we'll get approximately half the XP each. And I get a new title. I am now an apprentice, which is not too encouraging, but...
Where does it say that, by the way?
Right under your class in the status screen.
Let me pull that guy up. Oh, I am a squire now, I see.
How impressive. That's not impressive.
Well,
you see my stats went up a little. We'll talk about stats later. They are pretty self-explanatory.
Sure. Alright. He got duffed. Oh, not him, though. So there's multiple elves. I like the elf design, I have to admit. I like the green tights and the boots and the orange shirt, the jerkins, I guess, or whatever.
He's fantastic. Here we have a dull brown potion, which I will steal. I don't actually remember what it does, so yeah.
Useless pots that I'm just going to fling around the room.
Yeah, the small vase, which is actually unidentified. I believe if you identify it, it just identifies as small vase. Just
What?
yeah, there's that understood, you idiot.
Right.
There.
It's a bot. This scroll just kind of looks at you angrily.
That's right. Bacter there just stole a clear potion. No prizes for figuring out what that one does.
It's my favorite potion.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let me just go ahead and drink it. We can see that my food is at 100% and my water level is at 97. And drinking it brings my water up to 100. So the clear potion is in fact water.
Yeah, amazing. I like the idea of you just incredulously staring down this bottle of water, wondering what magical potion this
what
could
have these
possibly be.
alchemists created?
Oops.
You know, I mean, we say that. There was a potion of food back at the shop, so...
That's true. I think it was probably just like oatmeal.
just cake batter. All right.
Oh, man. Oh, here's a man stabbed clean through the heart by a sword I will not touch.
Oh.
And a couple clear potions. I guess he didn't have time to take them before he died.
I see.
Yeah, flowers.
Well, I've just been struggling my way through the underbrush, but here we can see that these are exit markers, indicating that the exit is through here somehow. Unfortunately, there is this concrete slab in the way, and no amount of me lazily swinging my broadsword at it is going to do nothing.
I do like the attack animations in this game. The guy comes across as just so tired and uninterested.
I think that's probably about right. Let me get out of these trees so I give people something interesting to look at. Oh, no. I did that thing you didn't want me to, and the cursor was right in the middle of the screen.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just swear at you in the editing phase. All right, since I've read all of these insipid documents before, why don't you pick them all up? And that way we'll have them all in one spot.
We can see that the stamp with a watermarked star is beyond the elven village lie the monuments of the Druids. That's fairly useless as I understand.
That's right.
It does. It goes in my book, so I want it. Now here, I'm gonna sprint over to them, which I can do instead of just walking, which is a nice little feature.
Have you really been walking this whole time?
I have.
That's...
I'm just plodding.
I'm embarrassed. I'm not gonna lie.
And picking mushrooms, as I'm about to do.
All right. Here I have found a worn scroll with green smudges.
Oh, fantastic. That is actually of some value, unlike my grubby forest mushrooms.
I'm going to read it right away, and it is a scroll of experience.
All right.
So it gives me a hefty chunk to the next level up there. So I open and close my status screen over and over again. Vector is in a pool. Whee! Good. That's great.
This is now Pool Simulator 5000. Well, at least 2000 or something.
All right.
So there's nothing more to do in this little area.
No. These, I'm sorry about these walls. The textures are very frustrating to walk through, and I'm sure in the video they will be no better. But we'll be leaving this terrible forest before too long.
It's some fairly impressive undergrowth here.
That's right. I don't know where you went, so...
Oh, back towards civilization, but I should have gone this way. Are we doing that? Is that what's happening?
I'm afraid so. Yes, this game actually has pre-packaged sound clips. And, oh gosh, here we are.
Oh, so here's a false wall. I thought this was a pit trap the first time I went into it, but one of these walls is actually not a wall. And this medieval monk is a druid, actually.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure druids didn't dress this way, but what I know about druids, you could fit in a postage stamp.
That's true.
And he dropped some more water. And he did a number on my health. Health does slowly regenerate in this game, but it's basically so slow you can ignore it. Mana does regenerate considerably faster.
And I've got some potions if you uh-oh. Okay, there we go.
No, I'm good.
I got stuck on you there for a second.
That's kind of embarrassing.
You know, emotionally. Okay, no, it's closed forever. No, I can open it. Okay, that's fine. So, here is a puzzle.
That's right. Circa 1990s FPS puzzle. So Bacter will be handling the puzzles in this game, because it wouldn't be any fun to watch me just pull all the correct switches and not get hit by any of the traps.
So if I go ahead and pull this center switch here, then after a short delay this thing opens up, and that probably means that the same happens with 2 of these other switches. And as we said, we did play this level before, so I happen to know that it goes center, right, left, and then you just gotta book it. And as soon as you book it all the way through, I got hit with a poison dart in there, actually, which I didn't think was supposed to happen, but whatever. Multiple angry druids coming at you. Oh no!
Oh, there we go.
Close
I
to
just
death.
belted Bacter in the back there.
Oh, is that what that was?
I'm afraid it was. I was heading for the druid and got a little over enthusiastic.
Oh.
You know how it is. You sort of lose track of.
That was on purpose.
Just the bloodlust subsumed me.
Alright, I'm just going to... Oh, never mind. I was going to down every potion I had, but 1 seems to have done it. So, well, there's a lot of documents around here, I see.
That's right.
And
every one of them just stimulating reading.
Just gibberish. Just, there might be a code that goes with these, but we have certainly not unlocked it.
I've actually come a little closer, and maybe we'll post that as a puzzle for the thread.
Hey.
But you won't stand much chance right away.
No, I'm staying here until I get it now.
No, I mean the
NTM
document
code.
that oh gosh.
just hours of this. TTS. Is that a colon? Okay. So here's this lever.
Yeah. Give that a tug.
And earthquake. Oh no, it's getting me close to the fire.
Yeah, the earthquake bounces you around randomly, and I have actually been bounced into the fire and killed by the earthquake.
Here are 2 magic spells in here, so
That's
now
right.
I know how to cast those.
Actually, though, all he really knows is that he can't cast either, because he is a holy magic caster. And if you look at the icons at the top, one is a star, which means it is a mage spell, and the other is a tree, which means it is an arcane spell. So if you'll throw the mage spell at me, I will add it to my journal. You can throw the arcane one away, or keep it for a souvenir or something.
Okay, let me see if I can find it here. Presumably it'll be in my spell list. Okay, and I think that's the one.
There we go. Just heave it across the ground. Nope, you gave me the arcane one.
Oh, okay, that's the tree. Oh, the stars. But yeah, all right, there we go.
I'll throw that one away. There we go.
So
now I learned leap, and basically by entering this combination of runes, I could cast the spell. But you may notice I'm missing that one. So in fact, I cannot cast the spell. I must either find or buy the appropriate rune first. But right now the shop does not sell any runes I do not already possess.
So that's a fairly bittersweet piece of lucre there for the.
It's more of a promise of future glory, and by glory I mean the ability to cast a really underwhelming spell. So we're heading back towards the beginning of the level now, because while that switch we pulled with the earthquake did open the concrete slab blocking the exit, there's more Robin Hoods to murder and loot to achieve.
I will not leave this level until every filthy elf lies dead.
That's right.
I'm a terribly racist paladin.
We are the least merry men.
And these windows are of fairly sturdy material.
They are, in fact, invincible. As you probably guessed, there is no environmental damage in this game.
Can the physics engine handle that, do you think?
No.
Alright, well, I've murdered the man upstairs. I should not, however...
Oh gosh, Nietzsche would be proud.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
First level. I encountered the Buddha on the road and I murdered him. So there's some of this equipment up here. It is better than what I have now, so I will toss that away.
You may want to keep what you have, because armor sells quite well.
Ooh, okay.
even if you don't want to wear it.
That's a fine idea.
Yeah.
This isn't the limit of my inventory, by the way. Just this one screen, I've got 5 pages of it that I can access here. So I'm not hurting for inventory space right now.
What is the limit of your inventory is your strength. You can see I have 27 strength and my current load is 22. As I move above 27 pounds, I will start to move slower and slower until eventually be unable to move at all.
I've 33 strength and I'm sitting at 23.
Yeah, in general, Bacter will be stronger.
I did take sort of a beefier job. So here are some chainmail leggings, which I will... Oh, I look fancy now. And I'll take off my iron leather, which again, whatever that happens to be.
This game does actually change your appearance when you wear different equipment, but there are like 3 different appearances, and the rest are just color reskins. But you will no doubt be seeing them all.
And now I've got a gray hat. So okay,
right.
that's the loot from up here. Now in the other house that we were in, there was a downstairs, but we have never gone there, and I'm assured that it's only tiers down there.
Yeah, what is down there is just a pit. Take these potions. You will no doubt need them at some point. I feel bad about stealing them all.
No, you don't.
I feel a little bad.
Okay. Which potions, by the way? Did you throw some at me?
Yes, they're on the floor. They're gray colored. They might blend in.
Well, not with this fabulous wallpaper.
That's true. So you see that the game time is actually getting on towards night. There's a day and night cycle in this game, which is absolutely astonishing to me.
Seriously?
And more astonishing is the fact that they bothered to implement it with having almost no effects at all. We'll talk about the only effects I know about it eventually.
I got Robin Hooded over there, so...
I see. I will beat him to death.
Thank you.
There is some randomization in the damage. You see, I killed that guy in only 2 hits, but it's not always the case. I don't know where you went. Are you still across the river?
I'm behind you!
Oh gosh, these forest elves, man.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the river here and go do an exploration thing.
I am not going to jump in the river because Bacter will demonstrate why later, but for now he's going on a field trip. At this point, I will explain magic because I cannot move beyond this point. I will put in the combination for my spells right there. And this is the Magic Dart spell. I'll post a list of all the spells I know, but it would just be infuriating to watch me click through that list. There's another elf somewhere. Or maybe that's just his slow projectiles hitting me.
I love the arrow speed in this game.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Whoosh.
There is no cooldown on spells in this game. It's as much mana as you have and as fast as you can mash the cast button, which is pretty funny.
That is rapid fire. So here's a swirling violet potion, a bronze-plated scroll, a dead man.
Sounds expensive.
Yeah, it does. And I don't feel like you could really read what was on it once they were done bronze plating it.
Oh, I don't know. It could be like a bas-relief.
Oh, that could be.
I don't think that's true, but...
Yeah, but anyway. The guardians of the groves are masters of the bow and allies of the druids. So, there you have it.
Man, if these guys are the masters of the bow, I'm not feeling too bad about picking a class without archery access.
That's true. Yeah, the marksman is... he would maybe aspire to be a master of the bow, and we are already murdering all of the masters.
That's right.
So here's an... Elf, just going on a little murder tour here. He's just running away from me, like Bundafun said they do. Because elves are cowardly and without any sense of honor.
Frankly, I'm not sure we have much either.
That's probably true.
Despite being the paladin.
This is, maybe pot to kettle in this situation. Or even, like, nether pot.
Right.
Oh, well, first off, I am slowed by the weight of my pack these days. So maybe I should drop something that's not important.
As long as your move speed is still fine for you, you can ignore that.
What slowed me, though, was picking up this here crossbow.
Yeah, crossbows are a bit heavy. But it will sell if you want it.
What is this guy? Iron leather leggings. Maybe I should read the bronze-plated scroll.
All right.
Should I do that?
It's your decision. It's your
I
scroll,
read it,
man.
and I feel as though I'm being watched.
How appropriate.
I guess.
I mean,
and now I feel more experienced.
If you'll open your status screen, you will probably be able to tell what the effects of that scroll were.
Oh. Well, my goodness. My stealth, is that what that is?
Yes, it is.
My goodness, I am so stealthy.
Well, not really. It's your worst stat, and the scroll is only doing as much as it can.
It's true, but it's still 38 right now.
Yeah.
I'm stealthier than I am strong, which still isn't saying much, but... How much is this crossbow? It doesn't tell me how much it weighs, I see.
That's too bad.
I ought to drop something.
You don't have to drop anything. Just as long as you're able to move at a decent rate.
Yeah, I can
come
move
on
alright.
back.
Alright,
we're almost done with this level, which is good because it's getting darker and darker, which should be great for the video.
Yeah. Enjoy the view, everybody. Alright, I don't think there's anything of interest back here, so let me just re-equip my sword. And let me go back, but oh my goodness, the river seems to have captured me.
That's right. You cannot actually move because the current is too strong.
Well,
so if you will cast runes 2 and 1...
You might well think that I can't move, but apparently if I run against the current, I can make painfully little headway.
Uh-huh. And then what?
Oh, and
how's it going? How you doing?
Yeah, alright, it stops me then. So it's pitch dark now, and I'm trapped in this stupid river, so I better look at my spells list. Which is in my journal. I can hear you cackling about that.
Oh yes. Do let me know what you find in that spells list.
So I'm looking for, like, a walk on water spell.
Indeed you are, and you will in fact find you do not have one. This is because the paladin does not have the combination for water walk when he starts, only the priest does. So you would be boned if you did not know that you could cast water walk with 2-1 as a combination. You do have the runes to cast it, but good luck figuring that out, or even knowing the spell existed.
So you notice I put those runes in there, and my sine wave is glowing down below. I can now cast that. My feet feel warm and tingly, and here I am just walking and ignoring the current. So,
now it is utterly pitch black, so like true. My mother always told me, carrots are good for your eyes.
Oh, hey.
So, there we go. That's much better.
I love that little detail. That may be my favorite in-game detail, actually.
It's well, you have not seen most of this game, so we'll just wait and see if you like more.
I guess that's true. I have an intuition that carrots making you see better is going to be nicer than most of the things that happen, though. So, whereabouts are you these days?
I am by the riverbank, just on this side, the far side from you.
Oh, this side. Okay.
Yes. Do you have carrots?
I ate some carrots, in fact.
Good. I was a little worried for the sake of...
Yeah, for the sake of the LP, we must eat the carrots.
Post-processing.
Oh, no!
Alright.
It's a Robin Hood. Alright.
Bacter does his best to throw himself in front of my sword.
And I don't think I got in a single hit on the man, so...
No, well, you just won't get any XP. I think you found a experience scroll
I did,
back there,
so I'm probably next level,
yes.
Anyway.
We're pretty close. And I believe that is the last thing there is to do in this level, so let us make our way to the exit, if you remember where that is.
More or less. Let me just run full pitch into the forest and hope I get there eventually.
Alright, I'm going to abandon you and head that way myself.
Hooray!
My carrots are gone, so I'm following the floor here.
Yeah, me too. I'm pretty much stuck. Just following the road.
There are spells to improve your vision, as well as various other things, but we don't have access to them.
Yeah, there's a lot of magical content that probably does not open itself right on this first level. Hey, right. Here we are.
We'll just run around the left of this building here and to the exit.
Yes! So I no longer feel warm, which is just as well. That's right. My feet, I mean. But we are through! And it is daytime instantly again.
No, it isn't.
Is it not?
Is it not? Is it in yours?
It is, in fact, noon for me.
That is fantastic. It's 9 p.m. for me. So we're going to leave off here in a state of some quantum distress. And we'll see you next time as we take on level 2, trying to track down these druids.
Hurrah! Hurrah! Hurrah!